Cheers.
Cheers.
Podcast.
Jimmy, Anthony.
Salute.
Take one. Last week it didn't work.
We'll just go.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the glorious House of Gains podcast. Here's your host, Robert Frank.
Yeah, we'll get right to it. So I go by Vinny Bag of Chips. I was only dubbed that because you probably know world famous my brother, Joey Bag of Donuts. It fits him.
Who was in the building?
He just knocked over something that he leaned on as he drinks a can of soda.
I'm confused on why.
Annoying.
To be around that many people, I'm not a people person. As much as, like, listen, I will never turn down a picture. I will never turn down anybody that wants to talk to me. I will talk to them for as long as you want. But I will never be the one to make contact first, if that makes any sense. I'm shy. I'm socially awkward.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
So you'll know by the audio. Here we go.
I'm driving in fucking circles. Where the fuck is this goddamn parking guy?
So if you watch his videos, and you see the rage videos, and then you hear him talk now,
That's
like,
real
he's
life.
not that crazy. You know, he
life.
does get that crazy.
This car behind me is beeping at, like, slamming on the horn. I slam on the brakes. I stick my head out the window. I'm screaming at this motherfucker to get out of the car because I was gonna beat the fucking shit out of him. And I'm not a tough guy. Trust me, I'm not tough at all. But my rage was so bad at this point, I wanted to kill this motherfucker. And Vinny at that point was on the phone, called me. And I'm like, I just hit somebody with my car, dude. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Where are you? I'm like, bro, I just fucking hit somebody. He's like, so for all the people that were giving me shit on YouTube about buying Versace's, all of my other clothes are fairly inexpensive. So, you know, I wear $30 shirts and $50 pairs of jeans. So I could spend $1,000 on shoes if I want.
You spent $1,000 on shoes?
$1,000? You know how many bottles of Tren I could buy with that?
$1,000.
Wow. I got a text, my phone lit up, and I got a text message. I thought it was Marissa, I thought it was somebody texting me. It was fucking Ray Vegas. He goes from the back seat of the fucking Expedition, dude, I think I just shit my bed.
You didn't tell me that.
So we saw Bradley Martin, and he had by far the longest line in the Arnold. I mean, someone came up to me and was like, next year they should just call the shit the Bradley. But that's because Robert Frank wasn't there having a booth.
Yeah,
because then it would be called the Robert.
I think we would have, I think we were going to try to see some more people, but we were...
Ross
like
Smith,
said,
yep.
You couldn't freaking move in there, and anytime we would get moving, we would get pinned down, or Rob would get pinned down, taking pictures and shit like that. So crazy.
Yeah, no females ever want to take a picture with me. It's always the dudes that want to fucking take a picture with me, which I don't mind because.
Those chicks, they wave you down.
Oh yeah. I mean, out of 300 pictures that I took, there was maybe 10
I don't think
females.
who you were. I think it was because everyone else was taking pictures.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone's doing a great job. Most importantly, obviously, in my opinion, would be the people listening. Over time, I'm curious as to what people really want to hear. People probably want to hear things that I used to care about, which is, you know, diet tips and
how much Tren I'm pinning a week.
That's what people want to hear.
People want to hear the Tren. They want to hear the test. They want to hear, is Robert Frank really on steroids? Or is it just something that he talks about? Also, if a really close friend committed suicide, where do you go from there, and how do you forget or move on?
Yes.
Wow.
A little deep for this podcast.
That's deep for a podcast, man. Shit.
Jesus.
But I feel like we owe it to him now that we read it to answer it, no?
There's no easy way to deal with death, man. You know, if somebody commits suicide, it's not something that you're going to rebound back from immediately. That's going to take time. I don't care who you are. I don't care how hard you think you are, you know, how emotionless you may think you are. I think I'm a complete savage, but I know if one of you bros did something like that, it'd take a long time for me to get over that mentally just because of how close we are.
Robert Frank, I have a question. I'm 16 years of age, and I don't believe in leg day. but my dad believes in all that leg day bullshit. What should I do? 1, get a new dad. 2, just don't care. 3, listen and switch to caring about leg day. My vote would be number 1, get a new fucking dad. They're big on like legs and PRs and what's your total, bro? God. And just slamming around a lot of weight and doing fucking shit one time. I mean, we were there today, and this one dude had like maybe 5 plates loaded up on each side, and he picked it up one time and put it down. Me and Vinny are over there racking out the fucking lat pull down for 10 to 12 reps, getting juicy as fuck. And it's an audio, so we'll see if we can play it. Hang on.
My biggest love, Robertfrank. Greetings. I hope to see you in the people. By the way, he always say that test day is every day, but for me, that is a leg day. My biggest love, Robertfrank.
Okay, so it's just gonna keep playing. So Heidi,
She's German. Heidi's definitely German.
Heidi's German, and Heidi can kind of get it, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Shit. So we wouldn't have survived in London, and I think Joey would agree if Ray wasn't there, because I was afraid to go up to CT Fletcher and ask for a picture to talk to him. I was afraid to go up to Simeon Panda and talk to him, even though we were at booths right across from each other, and we're pretty much equals at this point. I mean, we're all social media entrepreneurs, influencers, whatever you want to call us. But I just didn't have the balls to go up to them, even though they knew who I was. They follow my shit. But Ray is the one that makes the introduction. It's like, yo, my man over there's a little shy to come up to you and talk to you. Can you fucking come over and smack him in the face? So
I'm happy that we finally got this kicking, and we'll have guests on. Big name guests, not just, you know, your average Joe.
And an actual program schedule.
And actual topics that will be talked about.
Right.
But we wanted to just get this tested and make sure everything was functioning properly. And hope everyone enjoys it. And this is Joey Bag of Donuts signing out.
Nice.
And recorded.
None of that recorded.
You still want this
Wow.
one? Well, 59 minutes, 8 seconds.
Woo. Okay, under an hour. I like it. Wow.
Let's go. Size is price. It's game to call for the burger. Let's go.